High versus low sensitivity testing. High versus low sensitivity. This is major with the soft tissue spinal injury. Are the biomarkers in diagnostic test high sensitivity where most are positive, or low sensitivity testing where most are negative? We're going with probabilities versus possibilities. So let me give you a couple examples of high versus low sensitivity testing. With a typical soft tissue spinal injury, so I'm talking, now remember, I'm talking about the typical soft tissue spinal injury. Okay. Active range of motion. At MMI, when you're done with the case, almost all of the soft tissue injuries will have normal active range of motion. That's called a low sensitivity test. It'll almost be normal. Now, in the beginning of the case, it won't be. You'll have some pain and restrictions on active range of motion. But doctors, wouldn't you agree, at MMI, active range of motion overwhelmingly is pretty normal, if not close to it? Okay? So guess what happens when you hang your hat on a test that's almost always normal? That's not a good thing, is it? And by the way, that's also not being a good diagnostician, is it? Okay? So that's a common problem that chiropractors do. What's another one? Active range of motion is low sensitivity testing. Reflexes. How often do you have positive reflexes finding at MMI on a soft tissue spinal injury? Has anybody in here? In all my offices in 20 plus years, I've never had one aberrant reflex test at MMI. Not one. But you have to do it. Why do you have to do it? It's considered usual, customary, and reasonable. So you got to do it, or you're boarding on the lines of what? If it's considered usual, customary, and reasonable, and you don't do it and it turns out to be positive. Now it's called malpractice. So you do need to be aware of usual, customary, and reasonable, okay? Okay, that's another example. Dermatones is another example. That's a low sensitivity testing. How many of you guys had aberrant dermatones at MMI? Doesn't happen very much. What if you don't take motion x-rays? You take static x-rays, active range of motion, reflexes, dermatones. Same with muscle strength. Is muscle strength highly sensitive? No. Muscle strength is almost normal at MMI for the soft tissue spinal injury. It's usually a grade 4 in the beginning, but it's usually normal at MMI. And guess what most chiropractors are testing? What I just said. So what do they have at MMI? They got nothing but the cervical sprain strain. That's the documentation they're given to the attorney. What does the attorney have? He doesn't have a chance. But the attorney doesn't know any better because that's the doctor, and if he's a doctor, he must be doing it right because he's a doctor. The attorney doesn't even know. He did absolutely no sensitivity testing at all.